Hello, Cozy Detectives, and welcome to the Blanket Fort Files. I'm Joy,
And I'm Larissa.
and we're here to report on all things comfy and cozy.
For season 3.
Wow, so
I
exciting.
know. Ugh.
We're starting off giving you more than you expect to, so we'll get there. And I'm sure it's in the title, but
Maybe we'll make this a surprise.
oh, I like it.
We'll actually have a surprise for once, not just
Ooh, I like it. Okay, so now I feel like it's like never let them know your next move, next cozy move. You have to wait till we get there. But what's the haps? What's going on? Tell me your updates.
yes. So, unbeknownst to anyone who's listened to the last 2 episodes, no, I guess this was 2 episodes back now. Anyways, if anyone's been listening lately, they know I've been obsessed with space and all of that.
Yes.
So this weekend, I got together with my group of friends that we do our like once a month get
Oh,
together.
yeah. Mhm.
So we watched the Artemis 2 documentary that Discovery put out. So that was
Cool.
cool. Like I knew a lot of it already because I had been obsessively watching
You're
all the
actually like in
coverage.
the documentary.
Yes, super fan. Oh my gosh, that would be a dream. But I did learn some new things, which is really cool. For starters, I think I even shared this on recording that because they're doing a series of missions to get us closer and closer to being on the moon. So this was 2. I thought 3 was us going on the moon. That's just testing this docking thing. Artemis
Whoa.
4 is when we're actually going to be on the moon.
Whoa,
So cozy
crazy.
correction.
But
Uh,
what's that estimated at right now, like time-wise?
uh,
Did they
uh,
say?
several more years because I think Artemis
Oh.
4 is like 20, maybe 7, but I think 28 or 29.
Wait, Artemis 4 on the
Yeah.
moon or
No,
Artemis
Artemis
3?
3. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha,
So
gotcha. Okay.
it'll be a bit. But
Whoa.
this makes me a little nervy. Like I love space and everything, but the goal is eventually to like have I don't think like long-term living, but they want people to
That's
be able to live on the
wild.
moon. Like they keep calling it a colony. So I hope it's not like permanent. I think it's just for research. At least that's
Oh
what
my
I'm going to tell
goodness.
myself because
Yeah,
otherwise I'm going to
right.
get too nervy. But
Like we're Xenon now.
yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, so we watched that. We did some like planet spacey type coloring pages. We ordered
Cute.
pizza. We wore
Pizza
pajamas.
Planet.
So we did a little alliteration vibe. And this is the thing I'm most proud of because I made everyone do this. But we all brought a space pun snack. So I brought cosmic
Cool.
brownies. We had
Cute.
moon pie, star crunch, star burst, sun chips, cosmic crisp apple. So we were healthy.
Oh.
I love a
That's so fun.
theme.
You do love a theme. I love a theme too. That's so
Yeah.
funny. I know. I guess I didn't realize how many cosmic-y, but I feel like that also is like the 90s and the early 2000s of it, where it's like it's gonna turn the year 2000 and everything's gonna glitch and
Oh my gosh. Don't
get
remind me of
your
that trauma. It was a
right.
scary time.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I was like, la da. But I do remember one of my friends telling me that his mom got a bunch of ketchup. I'm like,
Ketchup.
what? I don't know. I don't
Was it the
know.
purple kind? Because that would make sense because that was going away.
She'd be a millionaire, I bet, by now. So I feel
It
like that
probably
would.
would not be expired because I'm pretty sure that stuff was
Ugh.
radioactive.
I know, right? I don't even know if I tried that. I probably, even as a child, looked at it and went, nah, this
No
is too far.
thanks.
This is too far.
Yeah. I liked ketchup as a kid. I don't really like it now. Hot take, potentially.
Yeah, I'm not a big ketchup person. I'm okay with sauces. Like I like a
Oh, I
dipping
love
sauce.
a sauce. I just don't like ketchup.
I
Or
just don't love
yeah.
it. It's a lot of salt, but also as a kid I didn't really love it too much, except for I will say at Wendy's, but then I would add salt like a psycho. I think I just like the look of the salt dissolving in the ketchup.
Oh yeah, that did look pretty cool. What
Right?
is not to get us off course here, but what
Yeah.
is your preferred fry dip?
The honey roasted barbecue packet, not like it's like a pouch. It's technically,
Mm.
I think, I think one time they told me this, and I'm like, this is crazy if this is true. But one time a Chick-fil-A person told me that it's supposed to be like a dressing for the salad. And I'm like, I don't think so. But it's just like the only one that's not in the dipping thing. You know what I mean? Like they all have the little
Hmm.
dipping pouches and or dipping. I'm not saying this right. It's hard. My brain's like describe it for the cozy detectives, and then I'm saying all kinds of wrong. But it's not in the scoopy thing. It's in like a squishy thing.
Oh, okay. Like a
Does that make sense?
Heinz packet?
Yeah, it's like in a regular ketchup packet versus Chick-fil-A always has those dipping
Oh,
sauces.
like a
It's not in
tub.
that. Yeah, it's not in a tub. But that or I do like on pizza, I am a ranch girly. I'm a
Mm, I
spicy ranch specifically
Oh,
girly
I
for
didn't know
pizza.
they made spicy ranch.
There's one place around here that does it. It's real good, especially on
Hmm.
gluten-free. I feel like you need extra stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
like, What about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, my go-to, specifically for fries,
Yeah.
it's hard. Like at fast food, honey mustard as well.
Mm.
If I'm in a restaurant, depending on the quality of the restaurant, because some people I ask for this and they look at me like I have three heads. And I
Oh,
don't
I'm
think it's
excited.
that weird of a thing. But I'll ask for an aioli
Oh,
in my
yeah.
but some people are like, "What?" And I'm
Oh,
like,
aioli's good.
"It's like a fancy mayonnaise." I don't know
Exactly.
why. That's so strange. Yeah, I'll do a ranch if it seems like a place where they wouldn't have aioli or wouldn't know what it is, I'll
Mm.
go with ranch, but if it's a little higher end, I'll go with an aioli.
I like it. Yeah, an aioli is so good. I like any type of like a truffle
Ooh, yeah.
aioli. That's always really good. And I just learned, and I feel like I'm so behind on the times with this, but In and Out, you can actually ask for extra packets of their sauce, and you could use that for your fries. I literally found that out like 4 days ago. I don't know how I never knew that. I thought it was burgers only, and so I would like sometimes open and then like I don't know, but I learned that,
See,
and I
this
felt
is
like changed my world.
controversial because and not every Texan will agree with me, but most of us prefer
The
Whataburger.
Whataburger. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've only had that once, but it's good. But that's the one
Well,
that has the
they
holes in
sold
it,
to
right?
private equity, so they're not as good anymore. I
Oh,
know. It always
sneaky,
private
sneaky.
equity always ruins things.
It gotcha. It gotcha.
Yeah. Well, what
But
about you? What's your update?
my biggest update is I'm in the middle of a DIY project
Oh, fun.
because
Although
I
maybe not, because sometimes being in the middle of it is the most
Ugh,
stressful part. Because 'cause you're
I
like,
know.
"I don't think it's gonna turn out how I want it."
I know. I'm literally in the middle of either this is gonna be a 2% cozy or it's gonna be real ugly. I just like
Okay,
could
but
go either way.
your scale of what is ugly is off because you hated that bow pillow,
I
and
got rid of it. I said, "Bye, Felicia."
that makes
I
me sad. It was
I
so
couldn't
cute
do it.
and fun, and it was part of the pod lore, and you just
Oh,
discarded it.
I'm
Ah!
pretty sure. I know. Sorry. I had to. It was driving me crazy. I'll
Oh,
make another one and enter it into the new pod lore. Um,
please do.
rip that pillow. But I so I was looking for cute things for the house, and one of the things I would really like is a like something stained glass, something to like
Mm,
hang or do something like
yes.
that with. Um, and everything I was seeing on either Amazon or Etsy or anything that was literally like $100
It's so
plus.
expensive. That's why I still don't understand how you got that one lamp for the price you did.
That was Goodwill. That was Goodwill saying, "Here you go," and I was like, "Thank you
I
so much."
Every time I go to a thrift store or Goodwill, I'm like, I just need to go to Joy's because you always find good stuff every time you go. And
I think that's my biggest tip. Again, this is not about that. We're like so many minutes into this. We're not even at the whole surprise of it all yet, Cozy Detectives, but hang in there. But yeah, you just have to go often. That's my biggest thing about thrift
no,
stores.
ours, I think
Really?
the
Like,
closest
doesn't
one
matter.
it's just a
It's just
dud.
poopy.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like, yeah, we just don't have any near enough to, because even that one, it's like a good 20 minutes is like the nearest
Oh,
one. And so it's
yeah.
just not, anyways, not to
Yeah.
derail.
No, you're good.
Continue
I
with
just
your
yes.
project.
So, I have well, I put it way out of arm's reach, I'm realizing right
Oh
now.
no.
But I can explain it. I have to explain it anyway for the Cozy Detective, so it'll work out. Is
Yes.
I went and I got like really thick plastic. She called it plexiglass, and I'm like, this feels way too thin for plexiglass, but it's like a craft store, so I think it's fine.
Mhm.
But what I'm gonna do is I then got this one was on Amazon, and you can hear it, Cozy Detectives.
Oh, that was nice.
So
Oh,
it's
that's so
a like
pretty.
stained
Is that
glass
a
sticker.
dragonfly?
Yes, it took me forever to
Oh,
find dragonflies.
ugh,
So I found a dragonfly pretty big.
very on theme for the today's
Right.
episode.
Right. And what I'm gonna do is cut the I'm gonna call it plexiglass because that's what she called it, but it's literally just like a thick plastic. Um, cut that into a triangle because I want it to be for the corner, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So like cut that into a triangle. I have really, really, really thin craft pieces of wood. Ouch! I just smacked myself in the head with my Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't realize that was you hitting yourself.
That's okay. It's just the headphones. Do you do that? I do that. I like lose depth perception when I have headphones on, and I'll just like bang my head into stuff.
Yeah,
Am I okay?
I never realized as being depth perception, but because they're
Yeah.
so,
My head is
like,
bigger than I'm used to.
well, that, but because, and maybe it's the inner ear balance thing, but it's
Could
like
be.
because there's like noise canceling,
Yeah.
I feel like I sound muffled, and
Mm.
yeah, it's just like a weird sensation some of the time.
Right, right. That's so funny. Oh, that's hilarious. But so my thought is to put the I guess transfer paper that you would put on a window for staying like it's like
Mhm.
a sticker basically.
Yeah.
I put that on the plexiglass and then cut that to the right length that I want and then glue the two pieces of wood to it and
Mhm.
then hang it.
Okay.
So my biggest thing is how to cut that piece of plastic. So as long as my scissors are sharp enough, I think we got a good chance. If my scissors are not sharp enough, I'm gonna have to go somewhere because
Yeah.
somebody's got to cut it. I mean, it's literally so thin. If I walked into like Home Depot, they'd be like, "Girl, what are you doing?" I'd be like, "Can you please cut this?"
Maybe,
But
like, do you have an X-Acto knife or something? I feel that's a little sharper
I
than
know
scissors.
maybe I'll get one because I don't, and I think that's my thing. Is like I'm kind of counting on that big sticker thing to kind of tide me over and kind of
Yeah.
blend it out. So I don't know, but that's my update. Is I did do that today, and I remembered because there's been many times where I'll go to a store and I'll be like, oh, I have my day off, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get my crafting supplies, and then I go in and I'm like, why am I here? I
Oh,
forget,
no.
but I
You need to make
remembered.
little notes for yourself.
I know I should. Sometimes I'm like, my brain will remember it. It does not.
Yeah.
So should we get into it because we have the bonuses of it
Yeah, we
all?
literally are teasing. So,
Woohoo.
we had said in our, season 2, season 1.5, I don't know if whatever we decided to
Yeah.
call it, but, um, that we were gonna do our usual top 5 for this episode, but because there's just so many to choose
So
from, I
many.
literally texted Joy and I was like, "Can we please do a top 10 because I cannot pick just 5." And so we did a top 10.
Yep.
And then but then I was like, I have a lot of honorable mentions and even some that I
Yes.
didn't include in honorable mentions. And Joy gets on and she's like, "So, do you wanna explain what you said?"
I was like, I have a top 10 and then like a zenith outside of the category top one. So it's top 10 with a like super, super topper, then with bonuses.
So you're
So,
just getting so many.
so many fictional homes
Oh,
to.
Siri thought I was talking to her. So many.
That's funny. But we got so many things that you can base your homes and everything on. And yes, I also realized I call everything a home, whether it's an apartment or a home,
It's still a
because
home. That's where
right?
you live.
That's what I'm like. I'm not
Yeah.
calling it a house. I'm saying in my home, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, if you didn't know what our countdown is, we are
Yes.
doing our favorite fictional homes. Although I have one on here that's actually based on a real home. Spoiler. So, and
Ooh,
I found out something fun
I like it.
searching for reference photos, so we'll share that in a little bit. But
Yeah,
yeah, these are all featured in movies or TV shows. I think most of mine are actually movies, but I do have a couple TV shows on here.
yeah. I even have a very, very fictional, but I feel like it should count. It is my number 10 because I was like, I looked it up and I had to type movie in or like cartoon because I was like, I gotta find it. So
Ugh,
should we do
I
it?
know. And then I also just thought of like another honorable mention. So you have
Yeah, do
3,
it.
right?
I have one
Like,
more. I can do it.
okay.
Let's do it.
Mine's more specifically a bedroom, but you said cartoon, and I was like, "Oh, this
Oh
one's
my
on
gosh. Are you literally writing down Hey Arnold? Me
Yes!
too.
Okay,
I saw
well,
it and I thought of it.
honorable mention, Arnold's bedroom. That
So
the
good.
whole roof, it's such a
Ah,
vibe. Oh my
it's
god.
such a vibe. That's so funny
It
because you were like bedroom, and I was like, I think we're literally writing down the same thing right now.
oh my
Because
gosh,
I
it's
said
so good.
cartoon and
I
I thought of it.
honestly, I think our list, I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna do a prediction.
Oh, I'm scared because some of mine are like I've got like a couple randos, like
That's
10 and
okay.
9. I'll give you that. Like those are
That's
randos.
okay. I'm gonna say we have at least, well, what, 2, we've already
Yeah,
confirmed
yeah,
that we have 2 in common.
yeah,
I'd say 3, 4. 4, maybe 5. I'll be
yeah. I
bold.
was.
4 to 5, that will be the same.
I think so. I think yeah, 4 to 5. I think is valid.
Okay,
My brain wants to say 6, and then I'm like looking at mine, and I'm like, some of mine are so random.
that's okay. Do you wanna go
But
ahead and kick us off?
yes. Okay, so my 10th, so 1 being the fave and then the zenith, but 10 being I still like it, but it'll make more sense once I say it, is the Beatrix Potter, like, little
Oh, yeah! See, okay,
right?
that one cozy detective requested, so I feel like that's a sign. We definitely need to do
Right?
it.
I think it's cute, and it's cozy, and it's just very, like, quilted feeling and
Yeah.
all of that, and so I while not my top one, I think it's it's just a lovely place, and I think that that was my like, as I move up, it gets more and more I would really like this in mine,
Mhm.
but I think especially, like, 6 to 10 are also ones that I really appreciate, and obviously, I wouldn't be like, "Boo this house," because obviously
Yeah,
it's in my top 10. So, Beatrix Potter is my 10th.
love
What is
it.
your 10th?
Yeah, I also real quick, I also did
Yeah.
all of mine would be ones that I would want to live in myself.
Mm.
Maybe not some, most of, not most, a lot of them for the location, some, like, I have some New York ones, I would not want to live in New York, but I would
Yeah, but,
if
like, it's pretty.
in this location I
Yeah.
would. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my number 10 is one I think we could potentially have in common, is
Mm.
Kathleen's apartment and You've Got Mail.
Wow, I put that very somewhat high, but
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I won't talk too much since Steal Your Thunder.
No,
I
you're
think the
good.
only reason it's as low for me, because I do really love it, I've only seen this movie, like, a few times, like, maybe less than
Mm.
5, so I just don't have the same attachment,
That
because
connection,
most of my
yeah.
other ones I've seen a lot more, and so that's why they're rated higher for me, but it does have everything I would love in a house. It's super cozy, her bedding, her kitchen, her books,
Yes.
obviously her books. It's very important to the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
But I will let you share more when we get to it on your list, because I and put that on there and I was like, well, Joy did a whole case file, so I'm sure she has a lot
Yeah.
more to say on this one.
Yeah, and I feel like I talked about it a lot in the case file, so
Yeah.
and you'll notice. And this is where I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get so predictable to the cozy detectives,
Oh,
but it's
same.
also like,
I kinda want them to try to guess, because, like, I've
yeah,
done a case file on almost all of mine. I think maybe, like,
right?
no, all of, oh, one I have not done a case file on, but all the other ones I
It's
have.
like because we love it. Obviously, why wouldn't I want to live there if I love it or
Exactly,
wanna
and
talk
yeah,
about it?
and part of why we love these movies are the houses.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So my ninth one is part of it is just the love of the city, if I'm remembering
Mm.
this city correctly. I have to double check because it has been a long time since I've watched this movie, but I remember even as a kid loving this house, and it's
Mhm.
101 Dalmatians.
I saw that on a list. I didn't need a list to put this together, but I wanted to see what people were saying, and that
Right?
was on
Yeah.
someone's list.
I just think it's very cute and charming,
Mhm.
and you'll, like, obviously notice through I bet both of our lists is there's a lot of color in it.
Yes.
I wouldn't necessarily want, like, a huge grandfather clock looking like thing in mine because I'd be afraid it'd fall on me, I don't know.
Plus
But
the
I just think
sound,
it's
I can't.
charming. Yeah, it's charming, there's a lot of tapestries and just good fabrics, and the stairs have a collage going up, and then this piano, and it's just And all the, like, little Dalmatians love it, and they're so cute, and they're all
Yeah.
watching TV, and I love it.
Aw. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a while either, but it's such a
Right?
good one.
And it's hand drawn, and I think that's one of those
Mm.
things too, it just
Yeah,
feels so
the
cozy
artistry.
innately because of that. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, so good. Okay, my number 9. This is my one that is based on a real house, if that tells you
Ooh.
anything. So, I have Julia Child's home in Julie and Julia.
Ooh, that's so
So, they
good.
did
I
a
can't
pretty
think
good
what that looks
job
like.
of recreating. Which also, someone told me once not too long ago that my kitchen reminds them of Julia
Oh,
Child, and I, like, cried because I'm like, "That's literally,
aw,
like, the best compliment you could give
that is
me."
so sweet.
But what I learned about this when I was getting my reference photos, that they have since turned her home into a cooking and yoga retreat that I guess you can, like, go and stay at in France. Yeah,
Whoa. That's amazing. The only thing
yeah.
that I know is that they took parts of it and put it in the Smithsonian because of
Mhm.
how she would outline the pans and pots.
Yeah, and that's what I was
That's
gonna say,
really
what I
cool.
like. I think it because she had such limited space, I like the hanging
Mhm.
pots and pans. I think it just
Yes.
adds an extra cozy charm to it. The movie, I really love all the soft blues that they added into the kitchen,
Mm. Yes.
and even the other parts that you kinda see is in the movie as well, I think are also just really sweet, and you can tell there's this French influence in the
Mhm.
decor, which I always appreciate, so, yeah.
And just, like, wrapping it around, like, food in the best
Yes.
way, I feel like also makes it cozy and, like,
Yeah.
the kitchen being that heart of it as well. I love.
Yeah, the kitchen is a reoccurring theme on my list, no
No,
surprise.
I love it, I love it. My number 8, I felt like once I thought of it, I was like, "Yes, duh," but I don't know if it would specifically come to people's brains. Maybe it would, Cozy Detectives, you'll have to let me know, and if this is on your list, Larissa, let me know. But it's the Pride and Prejudice house, but not Pemberley.
Oh, the
Their
Bennett
house.
house?
Yes, the
Yeah,
Bennett house.
that was on a lot of lists as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not as unique as I thought. But
It's
I
still
think
a good house, though.
right? I think what it is I think of the scene when, they're coming up, but, like, all of the women are in that, like, lounging room, and then they all have to clean
Mhm.
up really quickly, and I
Yeah.
feel like just that room, I think that might trying to see if I'm correct on this, that might be the first time in a movie in general that I noticed the, like, wall molding where
Mm.
it's not like on the baseboard, not the baseboard, but, like, the ceiling area, but it's literally on the wall.
Yeah.
And I feel like that I love the colors again, where it's like the rich golds and then the really pretty like blues and these huge fireplaces.
Mm,
I
yeah.
just think are I, I guess this is where like to be fair, I don't think I would want a huge fireplace. like
But you
like
can
Indiana
admire it.
Jones style where like him and his dad are in it. Like that's too big. That's too
Yeah.
big. But it's so pretty on film and all of the wood. That's a
Mhm.
definite common theme through mine. I almost got sorry, I'm taking out on the smallest tangent. I almost got something today that was at the thrift store because surprise, surprise, I went today. That was a side table, but I couldn't think of where to put it. And I
Mm,
didn't think there was anything I could swap out for it, if that makes sense. So
yeah.
I was like, I can't just add like a like not huge, but big enough side table
Yeah.
where am I gonna put this? But I just love wooden looking, really like historically slash 90s, like either way you want to put it, type ones.
Speaking of which, again, not to go on a side tangent,
Yeah.
did I send you the photo of the writing desk I convinced my sister to get a few weeks ago?
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna send it to you right now so you can see it.
Yes. Do it, do
I
it.
because I went to
I
the
love stuff
antique
like that.
I went to an antique mall with my friend, Jacqueline and Go, and I Jacqueline has a dream of a roll top
Yes.
writing,
It
like
kinda looks like
old.
one of the bread baskets almost, where it kinda, like, rolls
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yes.
And she's wanted one for a very long time, and it was $130, and so I texted her, I was like,
That's
"You
not
need to
bad.
come." Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's in great quality, and I was like, "You need to come back and get this," and she was like, "I don't know where we'd put it," so I found a spot in our living room, and it just works so
Oh,
well.
So
All right,
pretty.
it's going through. All right, it
Yay.
just went through.
Okay, perfect. Especially with all the decoration that you did and added and
Yeah,
all of that.
I'll have to add the one with the decor that
Oh
we
my
added
word,
to
I
it.
love it.
Right.
Wow, it's so see, it's like the perfect color too.
Mhm. But yeah, I
Ooh.
found the perfect spot right next to the couch, so it works. And just kind of
See,
tucked
I love
away.
that.
Yeah. So,
Oh my word,
anyways,
I can't
not
wait
to
for
go
her to
in.
use that.
Yeah, she's been like every night since we got it. We got it a few weeks
Ah,
ago. So, not to go off on
love
a
it.
side tangent there, but
No, no, I love it, I love it. Okay, what is your number 8?
okay, mine is another one I think we could have in common. And this is Monica's apartment in Friends.
Yep,
Okay, yeah.
I have that on mine.
Yeah, so I'll try to be kind of brief with it, but I love
No, you're
all
good.
of the use of color, and some of it is color you wouldn't think goes together, and I wouldn't
Mhm.
didn't think I would want in my home, like a purple door and these teal shells and this yellow, but it all just works so well,
Yeah.
and maybe it's just how it looks on camera. And again, I don't think I personally would like all the exposed cabinets, but it's just such a part of
Mm.
the character of the apartment, and that's why I love her apartment is essentially like the 7th friend in a way,
Yeah,
because they
absolutely.
spend obviously so much time there, obviously that and the coffee house, but
Yeah.
I just love how all of them have lived there at some point.
Yeah,
Um, not Ross on the show, but, that's fine.
but that's fine.
Yeah. Who cares about
At the
Ross?
same time, we're
And just,
like,
like, they have
you can live across the street."
exactly. And I love, all the seating. It's just so cozy and
Mhm.
comforting. I love the windows and the little balcony escape that they go out to
Yes.
sometimes.
So
So,
pretty.
yeah, I had to put it on there.
No, I love it. I think it's perfect. That is my 7th. Is the
Oh,
girls.
good. Great
Yeah.
segue.
So that's why I was like, "Yeah, talk about it as much as you want, because I'm right behind you." But so the things that I love about it is the same things that you love about it, as well as I keep thinking of, like, all the first times I saw things, and for
Mhm.
me, this is the first time I remember seeing not that it didn't like, this is a very 90s thing, but I don't because my couches have always been against the wall, where it was,
Oh,
like, the
yeah.
floating couch, and then it had the, like, big quilt over the back of it, and I just thought
Yeah,
the layering in this apartment, I think, is elite. I also like
absolutely.
the brick, and then, again, that
And the
exposed
beans.
wood, the
Yeah.
beams exactly, those beams that they
Monica
have
banged.
right there. Monica bang! I also love too that I feel like I keep thinking of that, it went viral a bit ago where it's like, "This is a girl's apartment." And I just
Oh,
feel
yeah. And
like
that is a
Rachel
boy's apartment.
yeah, just getting so upset when they have to swap.
Yeah.
Um, and it's not like we don't like the guys because I like that transition of, like, it's like, who wouldn't wanna be in their 20s and live literally across the
Across the
hallway
hall
from, like, your
from your
best
best
friends?
friend.
Like, that
Yeah.
sounds amazing. But I think the girls' apartment really does feel like a girl's apartment, and, like, it
Mhm.
feels like Monica and I think Monica and Rachel mainly. I know that Phoebe for a second is there, but I Phoebe's apartment feels very Phoebe. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Where she's
I
like
know, I feel like it's more Monica's apartment that Phoebe
yeah,
lived in, but I think there's
yeah,
enough
for
elements
sure.
of Rachel that come through,
Yes.
even though a lot of the decor doesn't super change when Rachel moves in,
Mhm.
but I think it
Like
feels more
her.
her style.
Yeah. Like Phoebe feels not that this isn't eclectic, but Phoebe feels a little bit more eclectic to
Mhm.
me than even this. Or like in the episode where she gets something from Pottery Barn, but she has to like Rachel has to pretend that she got it from this old lady at the like thing so that Phoebe will be okay with it. I just feel like even Rachel's aware, like Phoebe wants like these like really big backstories. And I do think a lot of the stuff from this apartment looks new to me. So
Yeah.
new for the time, so and actually that side table that I saw today actually kind of looks like the table that wooden table that's to the right of
Oh,
the
love it.
white couch. So I do love it. I just was like, "I can't put this anywhere." And that huge, I can't think I always forget this word. What's the thing in front of the couch?
The coffee table?
Coffee table, thank you. Well, but, like, the huge coffee table. I just think that's so fun, and that
Well, and then isn't there an episode where Chandler gets up on it and dances, and he just, like, hops on?
right? Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, it can hold the weight. I don't know, it's
Yeah.
just it's sturdy, you
Yes,
know? I like it.
exactly.
Okay, what's your 7th?
Alright, my 7th is another I guess it's technically an apartment, it's more of like a townhouse,
Oh,
and that is Elizabeth James from Parent Trap.
love it. Yep.
Um, And this is one that as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, I want a chic apartment in London, just like Elizabeth
Right?
James. But and I don't necessarily love the term quiet luxury that
Mhm.
trended a little while ago, but I think that's the best way to describe her home is
Yes.
that even though she's obviously very well off, it's obvious, but it doesn't like scream it. It just is like
Yeah.
subtle luxury, I think, in her home. I love the coral walls. Obviously, the library, like
Yes.
so great.
So good.
I really like also the staircase and kind of how it wraps a little bit, and when they
Mhm.
first meet and hug, and she just kind of runs down, and she's like, "You're back." And I personally don't love all white bedding for myself, but I think there is something very luxurious about that. Like, obviously, if you go to a
Absolutely.
hotel, and
Yeah.
I love the scene, and this is one of my reference photos where they're both in her bed and they're both wearing
Mhm.
white pajamas, and I'm just like, "Oh, what a vibe."
Yes, I know, it feels very like silk pajama, but I think the
Yep.
thing also about the, like, quiet luxury thought of it
Mhm.
is it's not like, obviously, you can have money and get it maybe a little quicker with that,
Yeah.
but you can get quiet luxury from thrift stores.
Oh, yeah,
You just have to,
absolutely.
like, know, and so that's where it's like
It's like
that's where
building
thrift stores
upon it.
exactly, it's always been, like, very fun for me because you get the eclectic pieces, but you can also literally find, like, these incredible pieces,
Yeah.
but they just have, like, a history to them, which is fun.
Yeah. Alright, next.
My 6th is the Little Women home.
Yes.
I think I think what it is it's the word that I can think of is whimsical, which I
Yes.
know right now
Mhm.
is kind of overused, even though I love it. I just think it's like such a fun, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's fun, whimsical word, but I think everything from and the one that I'm talking about is the 2019 because that's the
Mm,
only one I've seen.
yes.
And if you haven't watched
It's
me
the
watch it,
best one, okay? All you haters out there for your 90s, whatever.
I actually have the 90s one on DVD. I keep wanting to watch it and then I keep watching something else.
Watch, you're
Um
gonna end up liking that one more.
I know. Like Winona Ryder. Isn't she in that? I'm almost positive.
I
Um,
actually don't know. It's been so long since I've seen that one. I'll
right.
check.
Do it, do it. But I think really for me what it is in Little Women when there's any holiday, I
Yes,
love
she
like we're
is.
talking about
She
like we
plays
love a
sorry,
which
she
one who
plays
she
Jo.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay. I can see it. I can see
yeah.
it.
And then,
Um,
our girl who we talk about a lot in different things, Kirsten Dunst plays Amy. And Christian
oh,
Bale is Laura. I've, like, totally forgotten. There's, like, so many good people in this one because
Christian
it's been
Bale
so
is in
long since
that?
I've seen
I
it.
do need to
Yeah,
watch that.
he plays Timothy Chalamet's
That's
character.
wild,
Yeah.
Lori. Um,
Yeah.
but I just love it. I feel like I mean, there's obviously like the girls side of it, like when they're creating plays and
Mhm.
things like that. But I just think you can tell that their creativity and their wanting to be eclectic in their style also comes
Yeah.
from their mom.
Mhm.
And I feel like you can see that reflected in the home and in the ways that they decorate. And I just love it. Like it is a very, very cozy feeling.
Yeah.
Um, And again, it makes me want to decorate for Christmas, and I will probably this will probably even though they do have spring moments in it, but this will
It's
probably
just
be a
such a
Christmas
Christmas movie for
rewatch,
me. Yeah.
right? It's
Like, it's a
definitely an
year
added
round, but it just
purpose.
in my mind, it's Christmas. Like
Yes, like the draping garland and the like Christmas
mhm.
tree, and
All
it's
the dried
just
fruit. Yeah.
yes, I love the dry fruit.
Yeah.
So that's my
Okay.
number 6.
Love it. You will hear about this house again. No
Oh.
surprise. No surprise. So my number 6, I had to remember what number we were on, is Kiki's parents' house and Kiki's delivery service.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, it's literally a cottage core dream. Like, I don't know if you've seen pictures of the house, Joy, but it's like literally
I'm looking
covered
it up.
in moss and vines. It's so cute. There's a whole plant room scene that the mom and Kiki have, in there.
Cute.
It's so cute. There's plants just
Oh,
everywhere,
it's
and you
so
only get to
pretty.
see it for a little bit at the beginning of the movie. So I will also give an honorable mention. Again, I was trying to pick of where I would want to live, and while I wouldn't wanna live in the creaky apartment that Kiki ends up living in, it is such a vibe because she goes to that coastal town, and so she
Mhm.
stays in this, like, old attic basically over a bakery, and so I'm
See,
like, "It
that's
would
fun.
be fun to live that close to a bakery that you're also working in," but
Yeah.
it's literally, like, dusty, crusty, musty, and so I'm like, the actual house is not cute, so that's why it's, like, a side shout out, but just living that close to a baker would be so fun, but I would be hungry
Yes.
all the time.
I smell it, like, every single day. That
Yeah.
that was, one of my honorable mentions because
Ooh.
I have only seen that, I wanna say once, but I
Mhm.
remember you talking about it when you did your case file, and
Yeah.
I remember looking it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute." So I put that there because I
Oh,
felt like
we're gonna think we're gonna match more than I thought.
I know. I was like, that's why I almost asked, like, are we talking about also our honorable mentions? Because I feel like we could get to the 5 or 6 range, but if we weren't, I don't know.
Oh, I think
Um,
we could get to 5 because we're already at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're already at because if you count
oh,
that for honorable mention, we're already at 4.
okay. Well, get ready for number 5 because I wrote The Parent Trap.
Yeah!
And I just wrote the movie because I would be fine with either of their houses,
Okay,
obviously. Did you
I
separate it?
I separated one's on the other one's on an honorable mentions, and I'll get into the why when we get down
Oh,
there, but so does that mean we match for both of
I don't know. Code check is let us know. I wrote both. The thing that I wouldn't want is the upkeep of his house,
Yeah, that's
but
essentially I'll go ahead and say, I
yeah,
like
go for it.
his is just way too big. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it, it's nice. It's too big.
Yeah, it's one of those where I would want to go there for, like, an Airbnb weekend, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Like, I
The
don't wanna take care of
pool,
a
the
vineyard.
winery, the
Yeah.
horses. Yeah, that's a more of a vacation experience,
Yes.
but not an everyday. And that's the
Yes.
Chessie because that girl,
Oh my goodness,
she
I
runs it
know.
keeps
She's
it organized.
yeah, honestly, that place like, she talks about it breaking apart if not for her, but it would. Trust me, it would.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, and also, obviously, mom's house because I just love it. It's also in England. That was
Yeah,
again, we talked about this, but
exactly.
one of those England movies where you're just like, "Ah, like, let me in," like that meme where he's at the bars, like, "Let me in." So, I love it. I love it, I love
Uh,
it.
Such a
It's on
good
there.
one. Okay, well, my number 5, we will not match because I don't think you've seen this movie, and I've not done a case
Mm.
file on it, but it's the Owen sisters' house in Practical Magic.
Oh. I've seen photos of the kitchen.
Yeah,
The
the
kitchen
kitchen
is
is the whole house
amazing.
in general, but the kitchen is I literally wrote down "fantastic kitchen" in my notes. But it's this cute little seaside, again, very
Where is
cottagecore
it
vibe.
set? Is it New England somewhere?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's right on the coast. It specifically in the kitchen, there is this like copper backsplash that is just
Ooh.
so beautiful. Yeah, it's literally one of my favorite movie kitchens. If we were just doing a kitchen list, this actually might be number one. Um,
Mm.
but they also have a lot of plants. They have kind of like a greenhouse vibe, very 90s vibes as well with decor and everything. And also kind of why a lot of these houses, I obviously love the movie as well, but I love when the house is so symbolic of the people that stay there or live there.
Yeah.
So kind of like with Monica's apartment, it's obviously
Yep.
where all of the friends gather. And what's special about this, so
The Midnight
it's
Margaritas.
yes,
I
that
know that
obviously.
word.
So, it's the 2 main sisters, and then Sandra Bullock's daughters are living there, and then their aunts are so it's just this, like, house of witchy
Mm.
women, and they're just, like, all vibing together, and it's
Yeah.
so that's what also I like, is just, like, the
Yeah.
house of these incredible people, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I feel like that's one of the things too, where in general about movies, but also about whether it's their clothes or things like that, like you want it
Mhm.
to feel like them. And I think that's where also we want it to feel like us,
Yeah.
you know? And so I feel like that is a kind of convoluted way to say like yes, there's trends to follow, but if it doesn't feel natural to you, it won't
Mhm.
feel right in your space or like on
Yeah.
your body. You know? And I feel like that's one of those things where I've been kind of paring down in the way of, okay, does this actually feel like me or does this feel like it's a trend that I'm following?
Yeah.
So I
That's
feel
like
like
your Marie Kondo of "Does it spark
I
joy?" And this
right?
your Emily and nothing sparks joy.
I know. Homegirl, she tries sometimes,
I
but
know.
okay, I so my next one, I feel like it's so funny because I'm like, okay, should I really quickly change any of these? And I'm like, no, I feel
No, go
like
with your gut.
okay, so my fourth one, which it's not that my top five could, or like including that Zenith, could be interchangeable, but I love them all so much that it's hard not to want to flip flop them
Oh,
around.
same. Like, I really had a hard time organizing other than the
Yeah.
Zenith and, like, number 1, number 2, which is so funny because when Joy said we're gonna do the Zenith thing, I was like, "Ooh, but my number 2 doesn't feel like it should be a number 1." So I
Yeah.
moved my number 2 felt more like a number 1, so I kinda swapped those 2 around. So, yeah, this is a very loosey-goosey list. I could
Yeah.
definitely, change the order up at any given moment, so no
Yes.
pressure.
Yes. I feel like 4-3-2-1 could pretty much flow anywhere for me. So my fourth one is the cottage from the holiday.
Mm, so good.
Because I love it. I think the reason for me that it hit number 4 is because I don't know how much more space is in there,
Yeah, it's
and
small.
I collect, I feel like, a lot of things. I feel like I would
Yeah.
quickly run out of space in that house, but I love every aspect of it, and there's pretty much no notes. So, I feel like I will let you talk a lot more about that later, but
Deal.
I do love it very much, very close to
Uh,
my heart.
so good. Of course, it had to be on both of our lists.
Yeah, there's no way it's not.
So my number 4 is Eloise's Suite in the Plaza.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah,
So
and
good.
which fun fact, if you didn't know this, Joy or Cozy Detectives, they actually turned a suite in the Plaza into Eloise's suite. Like, it doesn't
That's
look
crazy.
exactly how it does in the movies, but that is definitely a bucket
Cute.
list item to one day stay there.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I
Um,
could see it. I'm gonna see
so
how much it is. You guess
don't tell me it's
at the
gonna
end.
be I can't. I don't
But
wanna
it's okay,
know.
it's
It's gonna
goals. It's
depress
later on
me.
goals. No, you go, you go.
But there's so much pink, and as a pink girl, I'm just like, "Wow, what a
Mm,
dream," especially, like, growing up. Oh my gosh. And even though it is literally a hotel, they she makes it so homey. Obviously, Eloise isn't decorating herself, but just her stamps on it, like, she's got all her stuff everywhere, and it's so dramatic, and
yeah.
it's so true to her, again, like, connecting it to the character. I just love how she and Nanny have managed to make it really cozy. And like you walk in, and it really does not feel like a hotel. You're like, oh, this is an apartment where someone lives and they have established it as their true home and really made it special. And it's just so fun. But go ahead, tell me how much it is. I'm scared.
No, you're fine. It's, like, not loading, but
Oh,
there are other, so in looking at the suites, I'm wondering if they if it sits here year round or if they just change it for the holidays. So it
oh,
says the
maybe.
Eloise one bedroom king when I'm on. So if I click Eloise at the Plaza, yeah, that's what I'm clicking. So there's an Eloise shop that they have associated as well. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, there's
wow.
this little girl that looks like Eloise. She's so cute. You can see the
I
note to
also
Eloise.
I
Stop.
also wonder because like Kevin McAllister is very like well connected to the plaza as well. And I'm like, he probably doesn't
Yeah.
have his own suite. Poor Kevin. And also, I know this obviously wouldn't work because they're both grown up now, but it could be in a cartoon form because obviously Eloise started as a cartoon. I want someone to make a story where Eloise and Kevin meet in the plaza
That's so
and they get
cute.
up to all kinds of shenanigans because that would be so fun, and I just think that they would make a really great, terrible dynamic duo.
I love it. Okay, so I can get as far as clicking the book now. So it looks like it's there, but when I click it, the link is broken. So,
Oh, yeah,
the
maybe it's only a
Plaza,
Christmas
New York.
thing.
Yeah, but it's cute though. I guess you can send a note to Eloise. I'm like, "Girl, your suite is not available." Send. So,
Please let us stay there. Sponsor us, Plaza, please.
that'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Oh, what's your number
Sticking
3?
sticking in New York, mine is
Ooh,
the You've Got Mail
there we
apartment.
go. Okay, yeah,
I love it. I love it, I love
really
it. I think it also really changes with her. So after she breaks up with her boyfriend, she moves her bed. And I know that's such a small
Mhm.
thing, but I feel like it's like a refreshing for her. I love that she has the flowers. I love that she has the black and white checkered tile
Oh,
in
yeah.
the kitchen and like
Mhm.
because even at that point, the 20s, so it's in like a brownstone. So it would make sense that she probably acquired this from a family member because it
Mhm.
still looks like it's kind of in the 20s. But I'd like the crown molding everywhere. That has a stained glass right by the entry door. So
Yeah.
I think it's super fun. The only thing that I don't know, I guess it's pillows is the way to incorporate this for me personally, but I think it's called chintz or something. I could be saying it
Oh,
totally, totally wrong.
mhm.
That floral couch that she has that we see one time. I don't know how that would work into my personal style, but I love it in that
It
moment.
works really well in her apartment,
It
yeah.
works so well. I don't know. Not that I particularly love my gray couch, but they didn't when the time I bought it didn't even give the option of tan, which is what I wanted, which is
Aw.
lame. It's not my fault I got gray. So,
I have a gray couch too, and, like,
right?
it works because I feel like I've added a lot of other color, and so but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, it's so sad sometimes.
Right? Like I feel like the way to do it is like I have to have some type of really colorful pillow
Yeah,
or like I was saying before
blanket.
with like exactly like a more colorful
Mhm.
blanket or hanging something somewhere, but yes, but I love that apartment and that
Oh,
is
so good.
my number 3.
Amazing.
Ooh, I'm
Okay,
getting nervous because we're getting higher up.
I know, I'm like, I know a couple of yours still, but I'm like, I don't know if this one's on there. My number 3 is the About Time seaside house in Cornwall.
Ooh, I totally forgot about that. That's not even on honorable mention, but I love it.
Oh,
So good.
wow.
So
Yes.
good.
I This one is definitely for the location, like, are
Mm,
you kidding me? The English countryside by the
yeah,
sea, like,
yeah.
ugh, so good.
Couldn't get
But I
better.
also really loved how lived in and homey this house is. Like, I think if you were to just walk through this house and not see any other part of the movie, you could
Mm,
tell how close this family is.
that's so good.
And I obviously the library that the dad has is incredible. The that brown leather couch, like, he it kinda sinks
Yeah.
in, but it looks so I would never call a leather couch looking comfortable, but it looks
Yeah.
so cozy and comfortable.
Yep, yep.
And I love their little evening movies that they have even when it's
Yeah.
raining outside, and the fact that that's where they get married and they end up having to have
Mhm.
the wedding reception there is just, ugh, I love it so much. So,
That's
yeah,
so good.
I
I'm
had
so
to
mad
put
at
it on
myself
there.
I didn't think about that. That's so good. What a good one. Okay, I'm kinda scared. I feel like I could switch these 2, but I'm gonna stick with what my initial thought was.
Yes.
So, my number 2 is a hobbit hole.
I was waiting. I was like, "That has to be on your list." Good.
Hobbits, they're the best. Hobbits are the best. They're just like they're just so focused around food. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
whole day. Like, but what about second breakfast? You know what I'm saying? It's cozy. It's very it like that culture, that environment is so focused around it's so funny because it's kind of like exactly what you're saying about how if you didn't watch any other part of it, you know how tight this family was. Like if you didn't
Mhm.
see anything besides a hobbit hole, you could know so much about the hobbits
Yeah,
as like a whole group of them because like events and parties and food and hanging out and resting and
yeah,
just all of the things that I think self-care is at its best, you know what I mean, is the
for
hobbits,
sure.
and
Yeah.
I love them, and they just focus on their teas and their coziness and their gardens. Are you kidding me?
I
I want
know.
a garden like that, and just fireworks and getting to mischief and all of it. So give me a hobbit hole any day.
All
I'm
right,
moving
well,
in.
you know what my last 3 are. You probably just don't know the order.
Which order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my number 2, and this is true number 2, not what I had was gonna, like, get bumped. I was like, "No, no, no. Let me actually go to what is really 1 and 2." So, my number 2 is the March family home from Little Women as well on my list, of course. I love everything that you said. I will just add, because I this came up in my research and how they called it the jewelry box of just how much life and
Oh,
color was in that house. And I feel like they have just infused so much life and memories. Again,
yeah.
if you were to walk through this house
Yep.
and you could learn so much. All the decorations, you talked about the Christmas, but I also have in one of my reference photos up in the bedroom, they have the little paper stars that they would hang up for
Mm,
the plays that they would do.
yes.
And again, like this, what I think what extra is special is that because this was in the 1800s, all of the
Yeah.
decor that they have is extra special because it's all homemade.
Yes.
And that they obviously don't have a lot of expensive furniture, and they were pretty, like, they weren't super poor, but they weren't well off by any means, and so
Yeah.
they got by with what they had. But there's just so much life and joy and warmth in the house, and that's why it was rated so high for me.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's also, yeah, it's just so cozy.
Yeah.
It's like once we get to this point, I'm like, no notes on everything. I love all of it. It just
Yeah,
depends on
exactly.
how Joy's brain
Yeah.
was in that moment, or like the certain things of nostalgia.
Yeah, and,
So
like, for me, like, you've seen it, I think, just the one
yeah,
time when you watched it.
yeah,
I've seen this, like, a bunch, so the again, it's gonna hold different
yeah. The weight's gonna feel different.
importance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like literally the same as You've Got Mail for
Yeah.
Kathleen Kelly. So I feel
Right.
like that's the exact same thing. I think so. We still have the Zenith one.
Yes.
Don't come
Don't
for me yet.
forget.
Don't forget. But my number one, and I think a lot of this is the nostalgia. I think this is also because this is the first time I ever remember really noticing the decor in a house
Mhm.
is Father of the Bride.
Oh, I was waiting for that one to be on there for you to be honest, like, again,
Yeah.
because I know that was, like, what, your second case file? So,
Yes, and, like,
yes. Okay,
one
good,
of
good,
my
good.
top for so many different things and just so many
Mhm.
different reasons. Like, again, you're talking about, like, the hanging pots and pans, like, they have that, they have
Yeah.
this huge island. Now, I will say
Mhm.
the house is large, but it's, like, the '90s. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, they paid $1 for this house. Like,
A
it's
dollar.
just it's how I'd be feeling.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you bought a house in the '90s, no shade, I just am jealous. But it has the kitchen is just huge and beautiful, and it's so lived in. It has that yellow that I love in pretty much
Yeah.
every part of the house. It's got the wood, it's got the like the built-in shelves like into the wall. It does have a
Mhm.
fireplace, but it's not as like I can't live in this fireplace like I could in Pride and Prejudice. It's got like even going from the dining room to the kitchen, it has the my brain keeps almost forgetting words, and then I'm,
Oh,
like,
the
doing a
French
hand motion of it.
doors.
Thank you. The French
Mhm.
doors. I just I think because French doors is something that in my future home, wherever it is, I want that. I want that leading
Yeah.
outside. I just want the look
Oh,
of me going,
beautiful.
"Wacha." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, like on a little balcony too?
Yes. Oh my word.
Yes.
So one of Joy's dream things in her house, which could be like a fun, like, side something case file or something, is I would love a balcony off of the bedroom. Like if the bedroom's on the second floor, I would love a
Yeah.
balcony and those doors specifically. But if
Yes.
not that main floor, those doors leading out to the back. I think kind of like you were saying with About Time, like they get the his daughter and son-in-law, they get married at the house. It's just I think unfortunately, which breaks my heart to say, I think this is one of the houses that someone bought and quote unquote renovated, which
Yeah.
did. But
Right, knife in the heart.
I know. It does have the vines, and it has that thing that I feel like is just so chic and feels very bougie, and I think it is, but especially as a child, I just was like, "This is otherworldly," where they drive up to the house,
Oh,
and you have to
yeah.
drive, like, under like not a canopy, but like you have to drive under a thing, and that's where you park. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
thought that was like the most mind blowing thing in a
Oh, I love
house,
it.
and yeah, I just love it. Again, it's a home base for their family, which is also why, spoilers, but it's really old movie. When he goes to sell the house and the second one, they have to get it back because if you sold that house out from under me, actually to who's Shit Creek dad, the Shit
Oh,
Creek.
Eugene Levy.
Yeah, he's the one that he sells the house to.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and then they have to like go get it back, and
yeah.
it's just so good. They have the shutters on the outside. Ugh, I could go on for a
So
long time
good.
about this
No, I
house.
love it.
So it is
Well,
definitely.
I'm gonna try not to talk too much about
No,
my
do it.
number
I just
one
did.
because well, this my number one's your Zenith, so I don't
Oh,
wanna
gotcha,
steal
gotcha.
your thunder.
Do it, do it.
But also not to spoil your Zenith, but
No, no, do it, do it.
again, if you listen to the last episode, you should know what our Zeniths are because
Yeah,
we both mentioned
yeah.
them. But my number one is Lorelai Gilmore's house,
So good. Obsessed.
and it's so funny because I think this could also be a Zenith for me technically because I obviously knew this had to be on my list, but it almost felt too easy. And I think that's why I had
Mm.
originally had it at number 2, or sorry, number 3 when I didn't have a Zenith because I don't know, sometimes I'm like, "Oh, is that too obvious or too basic?" Because like
Yeah.
that.
Duh,
But
everybody loves
there's
it, yeah.
it's just so good. But honestly, this wasn't on a lot of houses and maybe most of the lists I saw were specifically for movies. I think
Mm.
this is the best house on TV, period. Like,
Yeah, I agree, absolutely.
obviously, it's your seat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, "Nah."
Um, but it's just it is a cozy and maybe not the best house, but it is the coziest house. The
Mhm.
wraparound porch, which I
Oh,
honestly
so
wish we
good.
got more scenes out on there. It kinda makes me
Yeah.
sad that we and I get it,
The first
maybe
season,
with
we
the
get
set and
quite a
stuff.
few, and then it
Yeah,
just goes
but
I'm
then
like,
we don't
"Nobody hangs out
really
there?"
yeah, we had a few in front of her door, but not
Yeah.
really any, like, on the porch, and it's sad. Um, I know you're gonna talk about the yellow, so that's which
Yep.
to me, I would never want, like, a yellow house personally, but it just looks so good that I'm like, "Maybe
Mm.
I would. Maybe if I
Like, for
actually
the
had it."
interior or
Yeah,
exterior you're talking
yeah,
about?
the interior.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, I just because yellow is not a color I personally gravitate towards,
Yeah.
but it always works when they do it well, and obviously they do it
Yeah.
really well on here. Obviously all of the early 2000s decor, and I don't know because 'cause you've done a lot more research on the house and the set and everything.
Yeah, I know a lot
Do
about it.
you know how much Amy influenced the decor? Because
Mm.
to me, this does not scream Amy at all. Like, the decor
That's a
of that
good
house
question.
doesn't feel like her. And maybe we could ask Valerie
From
because
Yeah.
I feel like if it was Amy, it'd be a way more kooky, zany, there'd be
Yeah.
hats everywhere, and so I
Yeah,
kinda
the hats is
appreciate
the
that
thing they
she's
went out of.
doesn't have her personal, like, stamp on
Yeah.
here, but yeah, I just don't know if that ever came up in your research of her
Honestly,
influence.
no, and so just from the amount of research that I've done, that probably tells me that she really trusted the set designer to do their thing to have it be
Yeah.
Lorelai's house, because even looking into the clothes of Lorelai, I don't remember, and I don't remember Valerie saying either that it was like Amy specifically wanted this for Lorelai. I think
Mhm.
the biggest thing obviously was the words and the
Yeah.
plots were Amy,
Yeah.
but I think honestly that's a really good point because in the town in total, it feels like Stars Hollow. It doesn't feel like Amyville. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Until you get to the wedding in A Year in the Life, and
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
Amyville.
That's Amy. But see, I think that's a good point. Is like we can very
Yeah.
clearly see, okay, that's Amyville.
Yeah.
That feels like Amy. And not in the way that this doesn't feel anything like Amy, but in the way of this feels like Lorelai and
Lorelai.
Rory
Yeah.
in their town. And so, which I think is a good point because again, there's even hats.
Yeah.
And Amy has specifically said that she wanted to feel very her. Like
Yeah.
even with specifically the hats. So yeah.
Alright,
I have a
go for
feeling it's
it.
not. Well, just obviously everything that you said. And I think what it is one, I do see that the house as an island I love, but the house in the town, I don't think you can possibly beat
Yeah.
because even using the same set, and no shade or hate on any of the other set designers or costuming or anything in like Pretty Little Liars or Heart of Dixie, but the town feels so different, but it's literally the same set.
Right.
And so I feel like there is something
Even
kind of
La La Land uses it too.
yeah, they do, which is crazy
Mhm.
because that's where the merch store was. So I was like, I'm standing in here and Ryan Gosling and Emma were in here. This is perfect. It was like, yeah, it was so weird. I'm like,
I
that's
remember
where
seeing that in theaters and with my friend who loves Gilmore Girls, and she leans over and she's like,
I Aw, you're like, that is close. Down the
basically.
street. Yeah, but that's where I got the ornament that I
Oh,
sent you for the premiere.
fun.
So from a little bit of La La Land-esque.
Yes.
But yeah, I just think that Lorelai's house is just I don't know, like, it is that feeling. It's that feeling
Mhm.
of having lived in a house, and even she loves it because again, when it's like, okay, you got termites, it's like, "This is my home." Like, this has to get,
Yeah.
like, my home. And so, I kind of I don't maybe it's not that controversial. I don't love the renovation, in A Year in Life or in,
Mm-mm.
like, the final season when
Yeah, or
she's, like,
even
when
in 6 with
6, I think?
the
Yeah.
creepy, yeah, I don't like what they did with her bedroom.
No, I don't really love the
Yeah.
bathroom. The bathroom doesn't really feel as like, it doesn't feel like her
Mhm.
matured. It feels like not her. I
Yeah,
don't know. And, like,
I
maybe that's
agree.
part of it was trying to, like,
Make
force
Luke.
Luke
Yeah.
in, you know what I mean? Versus, like, he didn't care. He just wanted to be there with her. He didn't have to have his own sink, you know? But
Yeah.
all that to say, I love it. There's many a case file I've talked about it, so I will choose to
I
stop.
well, I will actually, I'm gonna open the door for more conversation
Yeah,
about
go
Gilmore
for it.
Girls because it's us. We would not be here without it.
True.
I would like to extend the conversation into other homes on the show as well, because I would
Mm,
say I would
yeah,
kind of lump it all as just like the homes on the show, because
yeah,
Suki's house
yep.
is really
The
cozy.
windows, so
Yeah.
good.
I love her kitchen, obviously. I would also lean into, the Dragonfly, even though it's not technically a
Yeah,
home. I think there's enough overlap with the Dragonfly and Lorelai's own
yep.
style
I
in
bet
her
Maury's,
house. Yeah, that was gonna
their
be my
house
next
is
one.
great.
It's so cozy, and I just
Mhm.
love, and they were in my couple last episode, but I love how he always has a duck
Yeah, me
around
too.
things.
I
It's
love
even though
Lorelai
it's
hits
so
her head
yeah,
on the lamp
it's
when
so
she goes to
inconvenient, but it just
yeah.
speaks to how cute they are as a couple.
Mhm, mhm, and I think also just shows how much everybody in this town, in the best way, is locked into this town, where
Mhm.
they have taken the time in their lives to really have their houses be that reflection of them,
Yeah.
and not just a place that they live. It really is like, that house is built for Babette. Like,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
just is. Everything from the sink height to everything, and
Yeah.
but she has her, like, "Okay, here's where Maury sits." You
Yeah,
know,
he's got
like,
his little
he's
stool.
got a stool. Or
Yeah.
even things too where I mean, like, I think the dragonfly is very much so a reflection of Lorelai. I'm actually a little surprised, I'm not gonna lie, that there's horses because that doesn't feel very Lorelai to me. But
Oh, but I think so, because she's, like, talked about, like, like, she gets excited when they come for Bracebridge. She talked about wanting them growing
like,
up.
taking care of them? Like, I
You know
just
she's not taking it. She's hiring people to do
that's
that.
true, yeah. Maybe it's just, like, seeing them from a distance, but, like, the small business owner in me is like, "Homegirl should be out there." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, and
But,
I
like,
don't,
she ain't.
because I don't think, how much is she actually doing herself, because she's, like, "Always at
Yeah.
Luke's. They're always around
Yeah.
town," and I'm like, "Girl, you would be at that
You
in
should be living at that inn.
6
Yeah,
AM,
yeah,
12 like, you did
yeah.
that life, like, there's no way she's
Mhm.
just,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
the first couple of years.
The first couple of years,
And they
no.
really only make her like that in the first month in season 5, when she gets
Yeah,
the,
the
like,
sleeping with
staple
yeah,
squig
yeah,
line on her
true.
face, like,
Or, like, the sleeping with the zucchinis where they're so tired that they're
yeah.
just, like, zonk out. Um, but yeah, I think I mean, even the fact that the town creates all of these events and just
Mhm.
so heavily pours into them. Like, I just watched, the which is a sad episode, and I kinda, like, skip it at this point because 'cause I'm like, "Blah, blah, blah, Dean, blah, blah, blah." But, the Firelight Festival where, like,
Oh,
just there's
yeah.
sparkles everywhere,
Yeah.
and I feel like just the love that the town has for an event, I
Yeah.
think does translate into their homes too because they do this like, I mean, baby Jesus is, like, lost his arm again, and, like, all you know what I mean? It's, like, the same
Yeah.
repetition, but in the best way, and then even new events. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. I think like even Luke's apartment looks like Luke, which is
Right, and
why when
it's
he
still even cozy, like, even, like,
yeah,
Lane and Zach's apartment, it's
yeah.
kind of ugly, but they've made it cozy and to
Mhm.
fit their personalities, and, like,
Mhm.
obviously, there's parts of Emily and Richard's that are, supposed to be a little colder, but I think even their house, for
Yeah.
as fancy as it is very cozy, and that's just a mark of the show, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, but even the fact that when Emily has called Lorelai a few times on the phone, she's out with her, like, sun hat and
Oh, in
doing
the
some
little
gardening.
garden? Oh,
Yeah,
so
I just feel
good.
like because that doesn't 100% feel like that would fit with Emily, but it does because that's, like, just, like, one of
Yep.
her side hobbies that she loves in that specific spot. It's not like she's gonna, like, pull out the lawnmower, but she'll, like, cut those 2 things and then go back
Yeah.
inside, so,
Uh,
yeah. So that one is my zenith. I love it, and I don't like, I can't think and again, it's because it's so ingrained into me, and the Cozy Detectives probably are not surprised that that's my zenith at all, but I
yeah.
think it would be an inaccurate statement if I didn't have that there,
Yeah.
you know? And
Valid.
so just because it's predictable doesn't mean that it's not true to my lore.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
If it's predictable, then that means we've done a good job talking about ourselves.
I guess that's true.
All
Speaking
right.
of
My zenith and mine, I think if I and I'll get into this. I think your zenith is the better house. My zenith is the full experience. Mine's
Ooh, that's a good way to
Rose
say it.
Hill Cottage from the holiday. The fact that it's that English the
Yep.
countryside, and then we get to see it in the snow, like,
Yes.
that elevates it for me, like, I have to put it in my zenith, and I'm like, "Oh, I get you, Patrick." I get not Patrick, well, he buys it, but Patrick and David getting this is their dream house,
Oh, I didn't
like
look that up.
oh, yeah, you need to, but it's just like, even though the walls are stone, it's still super cozy, like, they just make it
Yeah.
and again, it's our girl Nancy, we had to have her on here multiple times, the blue kitchen, all of the fireplaces, like, I love the little, like, garland around her one kitchen like, a kitchen fireplace, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, that is peak cozy.
And, like, I get it, the same thing, I like to collect things, it's very small, but if I got to live in this cottage in the English countryside, I would
Yeah,
downsize. I would do
that's
it
true.
anything, like, if I got that opportunity, I'd be like, "That's fine, that's fine," and it's only, what, a 40-minute train ride from exciting London or whatever the line is, like,
I think you're right.
easy. I
Okay,
could
this
pop into
house does
London.
look like it, and this house looks like it doesn't fit with their town that they live in at all. But it's so cute.
But I'm so happy for them. And yeah, and is it kind of inconvenient because you have to go down that super long driveway? Sure. But even like Graham's house with
Yeah.
his library and the little paper
Graham's house
garland
is
is
so
so
good.
cute.
So good.
And literally our namesake, the girl's
Yeah.
blanket for it.
Yep.
Have to include that as a little
Yep.
side because
Yep, yep,
it's so
yep.
cozy. Oh, and the tub, even though
I was gonna
it
ask
doesn't
you
look
about
like
I was
it
like, "Would you
super
use the
fits.
tub?"
Oh, yeah, because it's deep. That are you kidding me? I've had my legs up just like Amanda.
Cameron.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's so good. The bedding,
The bedding is so good.
it's so good. And yeah, and I'll have my little Rosie with me, just like her little dog. Set.
I could see it. I think Rosie would be a vibe there
Oh,
too,
she would love it.
right?
And, like and if there's not really central heating, if it's only fireplaces, that's fine with me. I like the cold. I'd be okay.
Right. I actually think that that would be fine too, because that's like I feel like that type of a house is also built to sustain that, and so I
Yeah.
feel like it would flow well. And that little
Yeah.
like nook in the back where she works out of, where like Graham comes out of when
Mhm.
he's like all teary eyed. I'm like,
Yeah.
so like I feel like the house has to be bigger than what we're seeing, because even when you look outside, I'm like, there are rooms
Yeah.
that I am not seeing here,
Right.
but everything that I do see, I love.
Yes.
So good.
So, that has to be my zenith because the experience of it, like, let me move there, please.
Right.
How does it feel to live my
Love it.
dream? Okay.
Facts. Facts, facts.
So, I think we've both talked a little bit about honorable mentions.
Mhm. I think we've
So,
each
I
said
have
one.
yeah, I've said the Nick Parker, and then what was the other one you said?
Mine was Kiki's.
Okay.
Delivery service.
So we
Mhm.
each have 2 more, which is perfect. So, do you wanna share your first one?
I'll go to it. So these are farther out either because I didn't remember a lot of the details of them,
Mhm.
or I just loved my list potentially more than this. But
Yeah.
the house from um, Hook, the movie,
Oh, I haven't seen that in so long. I
right?
honestly couldn't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up.
It was just very charming and very, once again, I feel like you can get me a lot if the house is in England. I'm pretty much in. You know what
Literally,
I mean?
literally.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Right? Like, it's very cute. It is very whimsical as well.
Mhm.
Um, I think it has like that window and the like not really a balcony, but kind of like a Juliet balcony. And then like the beds are inlaid, is that the word? Like into the
Yeah.
wall it looks like. And I just I think it's whimsical and sweet, but I didn't remember enough of it. Or like also this movie for me was very, very good, but it wasn't one that I rewatch all the time, so the nostalgia wasn't as there as it was for
Yeah,
other ones
I
for
get
me,
that.
but it is good. And it has that very pretty like periwinkle blue at parts, so
Oh, so
the Hook
fun.
House.
My first honorable mention is a very fun and cool house, but again, I try to pick ones where I would actually want to live in. And
Mm.
maybe as a kid I would, but I feel like it would be a little too stressful now. And that's the converted firehouse in Princess Diaries.
Oh,
Like,
that one is fun.
I was telling Jacqueline about this because, like, I could not be bothered to go down a fire pole every single day. Jacqueline's like, well, she
Yeah.
technically has stairs. And I'm like,
But it's a, like,
that's
very tiny
true.
little spiral.
Yeah, and that would be stressful, and then the, like, sliding thing when she's, like,
Mm.
talking to the grandma, and the grandma's like, "I have a meeting with Spain and Portugal."
So good. Or like that next door neighbor, like,
Right, yeah, but it's still I had to put it on there as a
it's
mention because
good.
it's
Yeah,
so cool and unique and
it
fun
is
and
cool.
very much personality of Mia and her mom, so
Yep. Yep. That one's good. The my I mean, there's so many more. Like, I just thought like through like Liz McGuire is awesome. Like, you know what I mean?
same,
So like we could just keep going
yeah,
forever. But
exactly.
my last honorable mention, and this is specifically because I love the look of this house.
Mhm.
I would not want to live in this house. And it's the Knives Out house.
Oh, that was on someone's list. I saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I
it's so
love it.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is a fall
it's
autumn rewatch for me for
gorgeous.
sure. And
Yes.
it's just so like the word I think of is like intricate, which I
Yes.
think
There's
works
so much
for
detail to it. Yeah.
yes, the
Oh, that's
detail
such a
to
good
it and the
one.
colors and the fact that that kind of looks like that family, but also really looks like the was it patriarch of patriarch matriarch?
Mhm.
I think it's patriarch
Yeah.
of the family and that crazy chair with all the knives. Like it is very cool, but I would never want to live in. I wouldn't even want to
Yeah.
walk in. I'd be like, this house is booby trapped. Like it really is from like
Yeah,
yeah. I
but
don't
it's
want to
so
spoil the
fun.
movie if you haven't seen it, but you should, and it's
Oh,
really fun.
please do.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
My last honorable mention, which Joy, I need you to watch this show at some point. We've been talking
Oh,
about this since we first started this podcast.
I just forget.
Mine is from Parenthood, specifically Zeke and
Oh,
Camille's house.
cool.
Again, it's one of those where the whole family gathers there all of the time. It's very lived in. They have a beautiful kitchen as well. But what specifically makes this one special is the backyard. They have this massive
Mm.
table where they'll have like these big family dinners at, and they
Oh,
have
that's
twinkle
cool.
lights hanging up. And like I could easily slide this one into a top 10, just kind
Yeah,
of where I am in like rewatching of all of these things. So it was really
yeah.
hard not to include. Um,
Like, honestly, give me
yeah,
the French doors out and then have that table be out there, and I'm set.
you're set.
Like, that's the perfect
Honestly,
backyard.
yeah. So good.
That's and I may have already asked this, but like spring, summer, fall, winter, what season would you suggest I start the show? Or, like,
Ooh.
when would be a good you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the vibe of
I
it?
I think so it does take place year round. It takes place in California, so there's not
Mm,
visually seasons.
gotcha.
Um, I would say probably the summer could be good for
Okay.
it. If I don't know if things pick up for you in the summer and you're a little busier, maybe not. I would say more, it needs to be in a life season where you're in a place where you're okay to cry a lot watching a
Oh,
show because
gotcha,
it
gotcha.
is a
Like a
tearjerker,
little yeah.
kind
Is it
of
like
very
This Is Us heavy, or is it
not quite at that level, but I
okay,
would
but it's on
people
the
like
way?
because that one came out first, so people would often
Yeah.
compare them. So yeah, just
Gotcha,
warning
gotcha,
you.
gotcha.
It is
Okay,
very
cool, cool,
emotional,
cool.
but it's
I'm
so good. And
currently in
obviously
my watch the
Lauren
fluff
Graham.
season of life,
Yes.
but I do love Lauren Graham, obviously, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like
Alrighty.
yes. What is your top 2% or your 2%? I feel like I'm like,
My
we gotta get
top
this moving. We
2%.
gotta get this moving. I'm
You
looking
know
at the
what? It's
time.
season 3. It's a season
That's
premiere. They
true.
can stick around for a little bit. Maybe you've got a longer
Bonus
commute.
content.
Maybe you got it. You know what? You probably need to dust something in your home and then you can go and list it, not
Or
to
do
call you out,
dishes,
but you can, yeah, if you got dishes, if you've got laundry to put away,
you know?
now's the time to get up and do your chores.
You
Sorry.
know?
Cozy vibes are just kidding. Cozy vibes are always here. If you just want to sit and listen to us and lie in your bed, that's fine too.
The bait and switch.
No guilt
Just
here.
kidding. Never does a thing.
Exactly. Let the dust bunnies are cozy.
Buddies.
It's
Cinderella
fine.
was cozy too. That's so funny.
Anyways, my 2%. I think I've had this one before, but I was really good about meal prepping this weekend. And I
Mm.
usually do with like just lunches, but I was like meal prepping my breakfast
Whoa.
because I talked about like the girl dinner. I tend to do that for breakfast where I'll just have like
Me too.
nuts,
It's
berries, meats,
yeah.
cheese. That's easy. But I even because I'm doing these like rice bowls for dinner, and I don't because I we do
Mm.
rice in the rice cooker, and I don't like leftover rice cooker rice because it
Yeah.
gets really hard in the fridge. So I have to like wait for that to cook. But I got all my veggies already chopped and like separated for the week. So like I just
Whoa.
dump the rice into the rice cooker and then I can just dump the veggies in. I don't have to like sit and chop every night. So I'm very
That's
proud of
nice.
myself for doing that because I'm like, oh, that just like made my life so much easier this week. So that was a good 2% for me.
I love that. I keep having this thought of like prepping breakfast sandwiches for myself, and then I keep
Mm.
not doing it. And so
Yeah.
maybe that'll be inspiration for me for this next because okay, I'm gonna give like a pre 2% because I'm sure this will be because I feel like it will be cute and cozy. But the thing I saw it at like Walmart.com, so I don't know if it's in store or not. But
Not
you
the
can
.com.
not the .com. I saw it at the .com, but it was
You see it at
online.
the www.
At the at the World Wide Web.
HTTPS //
Ah, this is becoming a night episode. I feel it in my bones. Um,
Well, yeah, we're getting
like we're
there.
getting there. I'm starting to lose light here.
Yeah.
But cute parchment paper. All of that to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I saw cute parchment paper, and so my thought was make the breakfast sandwiches and wrap it in the cute parchment paper, and then I have like a little treat and take it with me.
See, I was gonna say this not to go off on a tangent again, but I saw a TikTok recently about this girl who's been doing a series of pool sandwiches because I got really into my pool snacks.
Yes.
Now I want to get into pool sandwiches, and she
Oh
wrapped
Lord,
hers
do
in
it.
the fun little parchment paper. So I'm
Right?
like, oh yeah,
I
pool
am waiting
sandwich
for
summer,
it.
here I come. Well, and we're like 95 degrees today, and it's still
Ugh,
April, so I'm gonna
today
be
was
spending as much time as the
gross.
pool as I can.
Do it. Today was foggy and yucky. Yeah. It's now finally clear and it is
Wow.
dark. So, LOL. My 2% was I hung up. So I feel like it's either my car or now it's like I'm focused on the bathroom. I don't know why. But I hung those curtains up in the bathroom, which I really liked. And I have more of like a rug than a like small mat, which I think is cute. And then I
Yeah.
hung up on the wall a wooden two prong with like the little like heart cut out in the middle. So this really
Mhm.
cute shelf that I can hang like a bathrobe or just like little things
Oh,
on.
fun.
And I really like that I hung it up because I was trying to find a place for that shelf. And I
Mhm.
felt like the living room, the kitchen, like nothing was making sense for it. And even I'm learning that I am decorating the bedroom dead last. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like I am just everywhere else, I guess. But the bathroom I felt like would work perfectly. And so I did.
Mhm.
And every time it just makes me happy because it's very cute
So
and
fun.
it makes me feel like the bathroom is just like a little extra special and not like like, not that bathroom specific items aren't they're obviously for the bathroom, but I like just like the whimsicalness of this is definitely not
Yeah.
for the bathroom shelf, but it's in the bathroom, you know?
Cute.
It's
Yeah,
just a little bit
that's
more fun.
fun. Yeah, spicing it up.
Spicing up your life.
Cute. Okay, so our Cozy Detective 2% is another one from Susanna, and I talked about some
Woohoo.
of hers that she had submitted, but I saved this one to do separately because I didn't know you could do this.
Mm,
And I feel like, Joy, this might be something you would want to do, or maybe our
I'm
other
sure.
Cozy Detectives. So apparently, you can send, and she did homemade ones, which I just think is the extra like
Mm,
fun coziness.
yeah.
But you can send them to these are like cards. You can send them to the British royal kids, so George, Charlotte, and
Oh,
Louis, and you get a
oops.
picture postcard of their birthday portrait sent back to you. And apparently, she's been doing this for years.
What?
And I'm
That's
like, that's so
cool.
cool. Yeah.
That's so cool. I love stuff like that where like or you could like send it to like I don't know, like people would like invite celebrities to their weddings or they I don't know, it's just
Yeah. Like
fun.
Mickey, and you could do Mickey and Minnie too.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I
Yeah.
like it. What a good 2%. Thanks for
Yeah,
sending
super
that and for
fun.
always sending them.
Yes. So thanks for listening, and be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Blanket Fort Files Pod. Keep sending us that 2% cozier. We enjoy hearing literally
Love
anything that
it.
you find cozy, big or
Yes.
small. Send it to us, please.
Mhm.
Subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast, and join us next week in the Blanket Fort, where we'll discuss the coziness of our favorite nannies.
Nanny day.
Well, maybe aside because we've already done Mary Poppins and
Yeah.
Sound of Music. So, nannies who are not Julia.
Yes. Yes. She's the zenith one.